Begin the ultimate at Hesston Speedway out of turn 4. Green flag is out. The Bear Lake Bandit Chubb Frank gets a jump on the field and takes the lead from front row starting mate Bob Dunn. 3 wide on the backstretch. Alex Ferree on the top, Matt Lux on the bottom, Yoder in the middle, and Ferree is the man on the move. Frank will lead lap 1. Alex Ferree in car number 10 started in 6th position. He is now in a qualifying position. The 32 of Dylan Yoder nipping at his rear spoiler. 3 cars to qualify. Chubb Frank the race leader. Bob Dunn in second, nearly contact in the battle for third. A half straightaway behind the leaders. The fight for the final transfer spot includes the 10 of Alex Ferree, 2-time UFO champion, and the 32 of Dylan Yoder. Yoder is 1 spot away from locking into tonight's A main. And behind them, the 81 of Tannehill, being pressured by the 21 of Matt Lux, the former Gamblers Raceway champion. Up front, Chubb Frank, the World of Outlaws traveler, recent winner of the McCain County Raceway Fall Classic. Leading over the 34D of Bob Dunn. Those 2 cars have broken away from 3rd place driver Alex Ferree. And Ferree now gets about 2 or 3 car lengths of breathing room between himself and the 32 of Yoder. The 81 of Tannehill in the middle of the speedway with Matt Lux on the bottom coming out of turn 4. Lux in car number 21 challenging former Ultimate Limited Late Model winner at the Challenger Raceway, Dwayne Tannehill. They are side by side on the backstretch. This the battle for 5th. Ron Delano has passed a couple of cars. He's in 7th spot after starting scratch. Cross flag signal halfway. 6 laps down and 6 to go. Best battle is the Lux and Tannehill fight for 5th. Lux will take that spot away. The Franklin Flyer advances. And here comes Ron Delano in the 0 car, UFO feature winner here at Hesston. Earlier this summer, he started last in this heat. He is challenging the 81 of Tannehill. Up front, Chubb Frank in the 1 star. And the 34D of Bob Dunn with a straightaway advantage over the 10 of Alex Ferree. Ferree, the points champion on the UFO Tour in 2008 and 2009. Also a former Lernerville Speedway champion, holding the final transfer spot by just a couple of car lengths over the 32 of Dylan Yoder. Lux in the 21 is gaining on those 2 machines, but he's only got a few laps left if he's going to challenge and advance 2 positions to qualify. 2 laps to go, the signal given to the Bear Lake Bandit Chubb Frank. Chubb Frank, former winner of the World 100, former winner of the Dirt Track World Championship, and the Pittsburgher. Frank has won the North-South 100 at Florence, Kentucky, and nearly every marquee event, including the old Challenger Fall Fest Ultimate. And he sees the white flag. Meanwhile, Matt Lux in 5th is going to challenge Dylan Yoder for 4th. Lux to the inside in turns 1 and 2. He cannot make a pass, and coming out of turn 4, winner of heat race number 1 will be Chubb Frank. In 2nd spot, Bob Dunn. 3rd and final qualifying position will be Alex Ferree by a car length over Dylan Yoder, and Matt Lux finishing 5th. Finishing 5th in car 21, Matt Lux. Finishing 4th in car 32, Dylan Yoder. Finishing in the 3rd and final transfer position from Saxonburg in car 10, Alex Ferree. Finishing 2nd in car 34, Bob Dunn. And taking the checkered flag in UFO Super Late Model Heat Race number 1 from Bear Lake, Pennsylvania in car 1 star, Chubb Frank.
UFO Super Late Model, heat race number 3, gentlemen. Let's make your way to the lineup area this time. UFO Super Late Model, heat race number 3 to the lineup area, please. We are looking for the green this time. 12 laps of distance. Again, top 3 qualify for the feature event. John Lobb out of Frewsburg, New York. The 19 of Gary Beward, your front row. Gary's out of Thompsontown. And we are underway for heat race number 2. John Lobb in the 1 leading the way. 19 of Gary B. Ward in second. The 71D of Ron Davies in third. Jason Cover in the 43 on the fourth spot. And the fifth spot is the one of Rich Gardner. The caution will come out. We have trouble here in the front stretch. The 1P of Rodney Phillips and the 78T of Tracy Gregory. Damage to both vehicles have come to a halt on the front stretch. Records on the way. Double foul restart. One of John Loeb and the 19 of Gary B. Ward, your front row. The 71D of Ron Davies. The 43A of Jason Covert. That is your second row. The 1 of Rich Gardner. And the D1 of Bo Feathers, your third row. Fourth row, the 00 of Trevor Feathers. And the 78S, or 78T, excuse me, of Tracy Gregory. And we're back under green. John Lobino, we got a loose one up in turn two. The 71D of Davies. He'll be able to get that car back under control, and we will stay green. Up front, the 1 out, John Loeb leading the way. The 1 of Rich Gardner taking over the second spot. 19 of B. Ward in third. The 43 of Jason Code in fourth. Top three finishers move on to the feature event. Rest have to settle for the consolation rounds. The 1 out, John Loeb continuing to share away. The 1 of Rich Gardner in second. Third, the 19 of Gary B. Ward. In that fourth spot, the 43A of Kevert. Trevor Feathers in the 00, moving up into the fifth spot. The D1 of Bo Feathers in the sixth. John Loeb in the 1L machine, leading away one more time on the front stretch with the 1 of Rich Gardner in second. The 19 of Gary B. Ward in third. Jason Kerber in the 43A in the fourth spot. The 00 of Trevor Feathers in fifth. John Loeb in the 1L out of New York, continuing to show the pace. In the second spot is the 1 of Rich Gardner out of Waterford, Pennsylvania. Gary B. Ward out of Thompsontown, hold on to the third spot. Jason Cover getting some pressure on Gary B. Ward. Battle blowing up for third. Cover working to the inside. B. Ward on the outside. We're halfway. 6 out, 6 to go. Your leader continues to be the 1L of John Loeb. Second to the 1 of Rich Gardner. Third is the 19 of Gary B. Ward. Fourth is the 43A of Jason Cover. Battle brewing up for the fifth spot. The D1 of Bo Feathers had it. The 71D of Ron Davies wants it. Jason Cover taking no bigly inside of B. Ward. B. Ward holds on to that third spot. The 43A of Covered in fourth. John Loeb, the 1L out of New York, showing the pace one more time. Rich Gardner in car number 1 in second. The 19 of Gary B. Ward in third. B. Ward gets high. Can Jason Cover take advantage of it? Wow, it's going to be close. Cover has his sights set on the inside of B. Ward. They're battling up for the third spot on the 4. B. Ward holds off Cover one more time. Jason Cover doing everything he can possibly do to try to get that third and final transfer spot from the 19 of B. Ward. Rich Gardner putting some pressure on the 1L of John Loeb, and not this time. 10 laps in the books, 2 to go. John Loeb, your leader. Gardner in second. Battle still going on for that third spot. Oh my goodness, contact made between Gilbert and B. Ward. B. Ward kissing the outside retaining one of the right rear of this vehicle. The white flag is out. 1 lap remaining. John Loeb out of New York, your leader. Rich Gardner in second in the other car, number 1. 43A Jason Kilmer in that third and final transfer spot. Ron Davies in the 71D taking over the 4th spot. Checker flag is out. Winner will be the 1-0 John Loeb. Second to the 1 of Rich Gardner. Third and final transfer spot to the 43A Jason Kilmer. Fourth to the 71D of Ron Davies, and in fifth to 19 of Gary B. Ward.
'92, Jeff Ryan. 18, Danny Mitchell. 22, Greg Satterley. 57, Jeff Miller. 17, Keith Barbara. 40, Dutch Davies. 27, Jim Yoder. And 39, Greg Fetters. 12 laps, the third of 5 heat races for the UFO Super Late Models at the Hesston Speedway Ultimate, and the green flag is out. Mitchell in car number 18, sixth in the UFO Championship point standings, falls back to the second spot, and the driver second in UFO points, climbing to fourth with a pass of the 57 car. That is Keith Barbara up to the fourth position. 3 wide on the front stretch. Fetters on the inside, Davies in the middle, and the 57 of Miller on the outside as Miller continues to drop positions here in the early going. Early race leader Jeff Ryan in car 92 from Danville, Pennsylvania. Battle for second. West Virginia's Mitchell holding off. The Truth, Greg Satterley in car 22. Satterley, who found a starting position for the prestigious World 100 at Eldora Speedway back in September, and a UFO winner at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway in that same month, challenging Mitchell for second spot. Keith Barbara in the 17 rides in fourth as leader Jeff Ryan has quickly put a straightaway between himself and the rest of this field. Satterley continues to look to the inside of Mitchell for second spot. Keith Barbara, second in the championship points chase, but one position away from locking himself into the A-main through this heat race. Then the 39 of Fetters holding down fifth after starting last. Now the 22 of Satterley firmly to the inside, tries the slide job and completes it out of turn 4, taking second position away from Danny Mitchell. Mitchell has spent 2 consecutive seasons racing inside the top 10 of the UFO point standings, and now the series runner-up for 2011, Keith Barbara in the 17, challenges him for the third and final transfer position with 6 laps down and 6 laps remaining. Barbara in car 17 to the inside of Mitchell's 18. 2 drivers that have raced door to door for the entire UFO Tour schedule for 2 seasons now, fighting for that third and final transfer spot. Race leader Jeff Ryan way out in front of this field, nearly a half a lap advantage over Greg Satterley, but all eyes on the battle for the final transfer spot. Jeff Miller nearly spins in turn 3, but the green flag stays out, allowing Barbara to maintain chase of Mitchell into turn 1. Keith Barbara in car 17, a former champion of Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Diving to the inside of Mitchell in turn 4. His best run on Mitchell out of turn 4 does not produce a third place berth at the scoring line. Working lap number 9, it is Mitchell in the outside lane, holding on to that final transfer spot. A little bumper tag by Barbara down the back stretch. Again, Barbara with the edge out of 4, and by a fender, he will become the official third place driver with just 2 laps remaining. Barbara into third. Now Fetters will challenge Mitchell for fourth. Meanwhile, the white flag has been displayed to race leader Jeff Ryan of Danville, Pennsylvania in car 92. Ryan, who by half a car length picked up the last UFO checkered flag here at Hesston, taking the checkered flag in heat race number 3. Jeff Ryan will win it, coming home to a second place finish. The Truth, Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania's Greg Satterley, third and final transfer spot to Keith Barbara. Greg Fetters will finish fourth after starting last, and Danny Mitchell completing the top 5. Finishing fifth in car 18, West Virginia's Danny Mitchell. Finishing fourth after starting last in car 39, Greg Fetters of Bedford. And taking the third and final transfer position in car 17 from South Park, Pennsylvania, Keith Barbara. Second place finisher from Rochester Mills, PA in car 22, The Truth, Greg Satterley. And picking up a dominating heat race victory after winning the most recent UFO feature event here at Hesston Speedway from Danville, Pennsylvania in car number 92, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Ryan.
Outside front row goes to the 37 of Booper Bear out of Rockbridge, Bass, Virginia. Third to the 20 of Sean Clore out of Claysburg. Fourth to your 2011 UFO Race Series champion, Devin Fries out of Chambersburg. Starting in the fifth spot, the 113 of Casey Fliegel out of Friedens. Sixth to the M1 of Mike Mort out of Lewistown. Starting in the seventh spot, be the 99B of Boone Briggs out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. And rounding out the field in the eighth spot, in car number 3 out of McClure, Pennsylvania, is the 3 of Tim Wilson. Again, 12 laps will be the distance. Top 3 finishers will qualify automatically for the 61-lap Ultimate $8,800 to win feature event. The rest will be determined by a consolation round later on. We're looking for the green next time around, race fans. The 32, Travis Connell. The 37 of Booper Bear, your front row. Claysburg's Sean Clark. Chambersburg's Devin Freeze, your second row. The green flag is in hand. 12 laps of distance. Again, top 3 move on. Heat race number 4 is underway. I don't think that one's going to go, race fans. That don't look too good. Somebody got a bit antsy out there, but we're going to have to go yell and try it again. All right, we're going to try it again here next time around. .32 Travis Cottle, the 37 Booper Bear. Going to try it again this time. Better start this time. We're on green. 37 Booper Bear with the advantage for the lead. The 12 with Devin Freeze moving up to the second spot. Cottle in the 32 and third. The 113 of Flegel battling out with the 20 of Sean Clark for the 4th spot, up in 3. 1 lap in the books, the 11 to go. You're near to the 37. Of Booper Bear out of Rockbridge, West Virginia. His second to 12 of Devin Freeze out of Chambersburg. Boom Briggs in the 99B moving up to the 3rd spot. The 32 of Connell getting passed down for the 4th spot by the 20 of Sean Clark. Booper Bear in the 37 leading the way as they make a way off of turn 2 onto the backstretch. The 12 of Devin Freeze in second. Third is the 99B of Boom Briggs. 4th spot is the 20 of Sean Clark. 5th, the 113 of Casey Flegel. Tim Wilson looking to the inside of Flegel. That is for the 5th spot. Up front, Booper Bear in the 37 showing the pace one more time. The 12 of Devin Freeze in second. Back in the 3rd spot, the 99B of Boom Briggs. He is in 3rd. The 20 of Sean Clark. Getting some pressure out by the 3 of Tim Wilson. Clark in the 20 horn run lot 3rd spot, keeping the 3 of Wilson at bay in 4th. Booper Bear, no problem so far. He's leading the way one more time off of turn 4 on the front stretch. Devin Freeze, the 2011 UFO Late Model champion in second. The 99B of Boom Briggs in the 3rd spot. In the 4th spot is the 20 of Sean Clark, 5th, the 3 of Tim Wilson. Back for the 6th spot, the 32 of Travis Connell. He gets by the 113 of Flegel. Your top 3 position holders are checking out from the rest of the field. The 37 of Booper Bear. The 12, Devin Freeze, the 99B of Boom Briggs. That is your top 3. Back in the 4th spot, the 20 of Sean Clark. 5th spot, the 3 of Tim Wilson. In the 6th spot, the 32 of Travis Connell. 7th to the 113 of Casey Flegel. 8th, the M1 of Mike Mort. Booper Bear out of Rockbridge, West Virginia continues to show the way. The 12 of Devin Freeze out of Chambersburg in second. In the 3rd spot out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, the 99B of Boom Briggs. They are your top 3 thus far. The black 37 machine, Booper Bear showing the pace one more time. The 12 of Devin Freeze in second. The 99B of Boom Briggs in 3rd. Booper Bear in that 37 continues to show the pace one more time. The 12 of Devin Fries in second. The 99B of Boone Briggs holding on to that third spot. Fourth spot to the 20 of Clark. Fifth to the 3 of Wilson. Sixth to the 32 of Cottle. The lead car is coming up on some slower traffic right now. Booper Bear, the 32, is your leader. The 12 of Devin Fries in second. The 99B of Boone Briggs in the third spot. The 20 of Sean Clark in fourth. The 3 of Tim Wilson in fifth. Booper Bear making his way around the slower cars. He's already going around the one of Mark. The white flag is out. One lap remaining, and he raced number 4 for the UFO Super Late Models. Booper Bear is your leader. The 12 of Devin Fries in second. The checker flag is out. Your winner, if he raced number 4, will be the 37 of Booper Bear. Finishing in second to the 12 of Devin Fries, and your third and final qualifier for the feature event will be the 99B of Boone Briggs. The rest will be determined by the consolation rounds.
But 12 more laps of UFO Super Late Model racing starting on the pole from Mechanicsville, Maryland in car number 6, Jamie Latham. Outside in car number 4 from Punxsutawney, Phil Thornton. Phil Thornton in car 4. The 43 is Tom Decker Jr. from Tyrone, Pennsylvania. Second generation racer starting 4th from Lewistown in car 17, Nick Dixon. The 118 is Quentin Wyatt from Hooversville, Pennsylvania. And the 119, the defending UFO champion, Chad McClellan from Stoystown. In the 4DS, it's Chad Hollenbach from Melrose, Pennsylvania. And the 15P is Matt Parks from Three Springs. Green flag to wave next time by. Jamie Latham in car 6. Phil Thornton in car 4. Tom Decker Jr. in the 43. 17, Nick Dixon. 118, Quentin Wyatt. 119, Chad McClellan. 4DS, Chad Hollenbach. And the 15P, Matt Parks. 12 laps, the 5th and final UFO Super Late Model heat in preparation for the ultimate, and the green flag is out. Thornton got a horrible start, then made contact with McClellan, but the green flag is out. Jamie Latham, the early race leader. Decker Jr. in second spot. Then it's Dixon and the defending Tour champion Chad McClellan. Decker in the 43 car, drifting up the racetrack in turn 2, allowing Dixon and McClellan to close in. Dixon and McClellan fighting for third, both closing in on Decker. 3-car battle for second out of turn 4. Caution flag is out, spin in turn number 4. It's the 118 of Quentin Wyatt from Hooversville. Wyatt goes around in the 118 car in turn 4 to bring out the caution. Two laps completed, 10 laps to go. The 118 of Wyatt brings out the caution, but the 4 of Thornton has also had a dismal 2 laps, falling from the front row to the back almost instantaneously at the wave of the green. Race leader in car 6, Jamie Latham. Latham from Mechanicsville, Maryland. He's got a UFO victory on his resume. 3 state flyers wins on his resume. And the Maryland driver showing the way with 10 laps to go over the 43 of Tom Decker Jr. from Tyrone. Decker in car 43 will restart from the inside as the leader gets lane choice for the restart. Latham outside. Decker, a Thunder Valley Raceway feature winner, will restart from the inside as the second place driver. A heated battle, 3 cars strong for positions 2, 3, and 4, including the 17 of Nick Dixon and the 119 of Chad McClellan. Dixon from a Central Pennsylvania racing family. I don't know how many of you remember Ken Dixon in the blue number 17 cars. And if you're old enough like I am to remember Ken Dixon, then you probably remember Chad McClellan starting his career in street stocks and modifieds at the Challenger Raceway, as he has competed in the old Fall Fest many, many times before vaulting into late model stardom and eventually the 2010 UFO Race Championship title. The 4DS of Chad Hollenbeck from Melrose and Matt Parks in the 15P from Three Springs make up row 3, but with 10 laps remaining, leader Jamie Latham jumps on the loud pedal. Decker, McClellan, and Dixon will follow into turn 1. Latham in the 6, up to the cushion as he chose the outside lane for the restart. Now Decker crossed up just a little bit out of turn 2, and McClellan with a great launch down the backstretch takes the runner-up spot. Dixon challenges for the third and final transfer spot. Nearly a dead heat for third, the bubble position at the scoring line. And again Decker too high in turn 2. Dixon slides into the third and final transfer position. Decker wisely chooses the bottom. He makes contact with Dixon. Dixon continues on, and Decker will bring out the caution after nearly collecting Matt Parks. Tom Decker Jr. from Tyrone in the 43 will bring out the caution flag after racing for a transfer position. We'll have Jamie Latham, the Maryland ace, to his outside for the restart. Dixon in the 17, now in third spot and elevated to fourth by the Decker spin. It's Chad Hollenbeck from Melrose, PA in the 4DS car. Matt Parks, after a great save to avoid hitting the spun Decker car, will take the green flag from fifth. Leader McClellan and Latham bring us back to full speed. Fifth and final heat race for the UFO Super Late Models with a side-by-side lead battle out of turn 2. McClellan has the edge into turn 3. Latham in his preferred high groove on the outside of turn 4. McClellan will hold him off. An advantage of less than a car length into turn 1, and McClellan on the bottom of the speedway will now hold a fender advantage down the backstretch. Caution flag is waving, spin in turn 2, and again it's the 118 of Quentin Wyant from Hooversville. Wyant in the 118 car. Believe the 118 of Wyant will be headed pit side as a result of the 2 caution rule. Wyant in the 118 car, a victim of the 2 caution rule, as the drivers were told in the meeting. If you bring out 2 separate caution flags in the same event by yourself, you will be relegated to the pits. So with Wyant eliminated from heat race number 5, Chad McClellan in an outstanding lead battle with Jamie Latham. Into turn 1 on that last green flag lap, it looked as if McClellan made a light miscue using the inside lane, and then Latham with a miscue on the top enabled them to be almost side by side coming out of turn 2 and holding the third and final transfer position in car 17. Lewistown's Nick Dixon, the 4DS of Chad Hollenbeck. Now back to the 5th position as Matt Parks started last and has advanced all the way to 4th, just 1 spot out of a qualifying position. McClellan with a very slow pace to the cone, and the green flag is out. McClellan with a very slow start. Latham back up to the top side, and look at the 15 of Parks challenging the 17 of Dixon. Matt Parks from Three Springs, Pennsylvania started last in the field. And with 6 down and 6 to go, Latham becomes the race leader again. At the scoring line by half a car length, Latham scored out in front. Parks makes a miscue. Now Dixon in sole possession of third as the lead battle's a heated one. Latham up top, McClellan on the bottom, and now Dixon slows. The third place driver slows with mechanical problems, and the transfer position is up for grabs again. Dixon surrenders it, and then brings out the caution. Seven laps are officially completed with 5 to go, and heartbreak for Nick Dixon. Racing in a transfer position of third, he was able to hold off the 15 of Parks, and just as Parks made a miscue, bumping the outside wall in turn 4, Dixon's car shuts off, allowing Decker Jr. in the 43 to return to a podium position where he started this event. Decker, after the spin, fights his way through the field, and now in the 43 car, Decker and the 15 of Matt Parks will share row number 2 in the fight for the third and final transfer position. Jamie Latham, the leader in car 6, 119 of Chad McClellan. They have swapped the lead 2 or 3 times officially and about 7 or 8 times unofficially around this Hesston surface.
Hobby Modifies to the library now for your feature event. Hobby Modifies to the library now for your feature event.
7 laps complete, 5 to go. The Latham-McClellan battle up front, and then the Decker-Parks battle for the final transfer position. Decker, after that spin, has done a great job charging back up through the field. McClellan jumps the cushion, and Parks in the third transfer position, challenging briefly for second, and McClellan's miscue allows Latham about a 4-car length advantage. Jamie Latham, the Maryland ace, in car number 6, showing the way. McClellan recovers from that miscue, closes down another 2 car lengths on Latham. And Parks once again pushes up the banking in turns 3 and 4. The second time this race that Matt Parks has had extreme difficulty on the outside of turn 3 and 4. Now it's a side-by-side war for that last transfer position as Decker in the 43 becomes a part of the fray once again. This time Parks slow and careful on the cushion. Decker on the bottom with 2 laps to go. Latham with a comfortable lead for the first time in this event over defending champion McClellan. Parks in the 15 with about 5 or 6 car lengths of breathing room between himself and Decker, but he's going to have to tread lightly one more lap through 3 and 4 in order to lock down that bubble position. With the white flag displayed, the driver of car number 6 down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4, the 5th and final UFO Super Late Model Heat Race will be won by Jamie Latham. Defending champion Chad McClellan to finish second, and Matt Parks finishing third after starting last over Tom Decker and the 4DS of Chad Hollenbeck. Finishing 5th from Melrose, Pennsylvania, Chad Hollenbeck. Finishing 4th in car 43, Tom Decker Jr. from Tyrone. Grabbing the third and final transfer position after starting last. You need to know is this. 2 of the Super Late Model feature winners at Hesston Speedway in 2011. A 3-state Flyers winner and a UFO winner. Both need the B mains to attempt to qualify. 3-state Flyer winner Jim Yoder in car 27 will start 12th in the first B main, and UFO summer winner Ron Delano Jr. in car 0 will start 8th in the second B main. So 2 of the drivers that have already hauled sizable paychecks out of the Hesston Speedway this season failed to qualify through their heat races, and that is a testament to how tough this field is for the ultimate round 17 of the UFO Race Championship Tour in 2011. On the front row for B main number 1 in car 32 from Sealands Grove, Dylan Yoder, and starting second, Thunder Valley Raceway champion Greg Fetters of Bedford in car 39. Starting third from Tyrone, Pennsylvania, Tom Decker Jr., and in the 19 from Thompsontown, Gary Buard. The 32 machine is driven by Travis Cottle from Hopewell. The 81 is Dwayne Tannehill from Bellwood, Pennsylvania. In the 40, Dutch Davies from Warren, PA. Phil Thornton from Punxsutawney in car 4. 00, second generation racer Trevor Feathers from Winchester, Virginia. The 113 is Casey Flegel from Friedens. The S2 is Elkins, West Virginia's Tim Sennick. 27, Jim Yoder. 118, Quentin Wyant, and 1P, Rodney Phillips has scratched. 15 laps the distance. Top 4 cars will qualify. 32, Dylan Yoder. 39, Greg Fetters. 43, Tom Decker Jr. 19, Gary Buard. 32, Travis Cottle. 81, Dwayne Tannehill. 40, Dutch Davies. 15 laps, a last opportunity for 4 drivers to qualify for the ultimate. Green flag is out. Out to an early lead, the 39 of Greg Fetters, the Thunder Valley Raceway 2011 champion. Dylan Yoder in 32 falls into the second spot. Gary Buard in the 19 car, the 43 of Decker in fourth. 4 cars will qualify, and the 40 of Dutch Davies is 1 spot away. We got hard contact in turns 1 and 2 in the 32 machine. Continues on, so the green flag will stay out. Travis Cottle recovers from that incident. And on the front stretch, the 39 of Fetters opening up a big lead over the field. 32 of Dylan Yoder is second. 19, Gary Buard in the 19. And the 43 of Tom Decker, the 4 cars presently in qualifying positions. There's a side-by-side battle for the 6th position. The 27. Sorry, that's the 8. 81 of Dwayne Tannehill with body damage. Tannehill in the 81 car using the outside lane to try and advance, but he is 3 positions away from a transfer. The S2 of Tim Sennick, the West Virginia invader, and we've got a car stopped above turn number 2, and a caution flag will come out. 32 car of Travis Cottle bringing out the caution in turn 2. He saved a near spin in turn 2, and now in turn 4, Cottle brings out the caution. He's had an ill-handling race car since the green flag waved. Cottle was the reason for a near caution flag in turn 2 just a couple of laps ago. He made a save, and the green flag stayed out after nearly colliding with the turn 2 wall. And now in turn 4, Cottle will stop to bring out the yellow flag in this 15-lap event. 4 cars will advance to qualify. A commanding lead by Greg Fetters, now erased by the caution flag, allowing Dylan Yoder to restart alongside. Green flag up, lights go out. We'll be back to full speed next time by. 39, Greg Fetters of Bedford, Pennsylvania. Champion of the Central City Thunder Valley Raceway in 2011. 32, Dylan Yoder. And how about the 27 of Jim Yoder, the 3 State Flyers winner here? Still several positions away from a transfer spot in car 27, a testament to how tough this field is. Leader Fetters on the outside, jumps on the loud pedal, and the green flag is out. Yoder able to keep pace, at least initially on the green flag, but Fetters had built up a huge lead prior to that caution flag incident. They make contact up front. Yoder gets into the side of Fetters, number 39. There's contact back through the field as well. The green flag stays out, and Fetters now quickly puts 3 or 4. Oh, we got a spin. Cottle once again in 32 goes around. Cottle now for the second time bringing out a caution, and for the second time having turn 2 difficulties tonight. And it appears that the 32 of Travis Cottle will be sent to the pit area by virtue of the 2 caution rule in UFO Championship Racing. The leaders made contact. Greg Fetters in the 39 has a tire donut on the door to display as the 32 of Dylan Yoder dove into turn number 4. They made contact. The 19 of Buard had to check up to avoid contact. Meanwhile, Tom Decker Jr. remains the car on the bubble in the 4th and final transfer position. Travis Fetters and Dutch Davies, 5th and 6th. Dwayne Tannehill in the 81 and the 27 of Jim Yoder. Yoder in car 27 had to be an odds-on favorite coming into this event by virtue of his big win here just about a month ago, 2 months ago. And now in car 27, he sits a good 4 positions away from locking himself into the ultimate A main tonight. While Dylan Yoder, his son, will restart from the 2nd position and take up chase of race leader Greg Fetters in car 39. Dylan Yoder from Selinsgrove in 32. Bedford's Greg Fetters in 39. Tyrone's Tom Decker Jr. and Gary Beward from Thompsontown, the 4 qualifying cars. Green flag is out once again. In clear racetrack, Fetters has the better machine by far. But on restarts, Yoder in car 32 is able to keep pace, and last time by made contact in the fight for the lead. Decker and Beward are fighting for position, and here comes the 40 of Dutch Davies, the Warren, Pennsylvania veteran, and the 00 of young Travis Feathers are both challenging Decker for the 4th and final transfer spot. A 3-car fight for the bubble position, and Jim Yoder soon to become a part of that as well. Feathers in the 00 takes over 4th spot. Dutch Davies advances around Decker. Jim Yoder in the 27, plowing to the inside to move around Decker. Decker loses 2, maybe 3 positions in a single lap as we are halfway through B main number 1 for the UFO Super Late Models. Greg Fetters opening up an advantage of 8-10 car lengths, maybe more, over the 32 of Dylan Yoder. 19, Gary Beward in 3rd. New 4th place driver is the 00 of Travis Feathers, the Winchester, Virginia ace, coming under fire as the 40 of Dutch Davies looks to the inside. In turns 1 and 2, Warren, Pennsylvania's Dutch Davies moving to the inside and taking the position away unofficially. In turn number 3 from young Feathers at the scoring line. He will make it official. 4th and final transfer position now held by Dutch Davies, the former champion of Little Valley Speedway in New York, grabs a transfer spot. It's now Feathers back to 5th. Jim Yoder in 6th. Tom Decker back to 7th. Dwayne Tannehill in 8th. Race leader Greg Fetters in car 39 continues to put distance between himself and the 32 of Dylan Yoder. 19 of Gary Beward, secure in the 3rd position with car lengths in front of and behind him. New 4th place driver Dutch Davies in car 40, outrunning the 00 of Feathers, and the 27 of Jim Yoder clearly closing in on the 00 of Feathers, but running out of time. 2 laps to go, the signal given to Greg Fetters in the 39 machine. The Bedford, Pennsylvania driver, champion at Thunder Valley Raceway in 2011. Started on the front row and had to fend off a couple of aggressive challenges by Dylan Yoder. White flag signals final time around. Dutch Davies, the bubble position driver, with plenty of room, holding on to that 4th spot, and he may be challenging Beward in the final 2 turns of this event. Bringing to a close B main number 1. Coming out of turn 4, Greg Fetters will take the checkered flag over Dylan Yoder. Gary Beward and Dutch Davies in a near dead heat for 3rd and 4th. And in 5th, Travis Feathers in the 00. Finishing in 4th and final transfer position in car number 19 from Thompsontown, Gary Beward. Finishing in 3rd position and advancing from the 7th starting spot in car 40 from Warren, Pennsylvania, Dutch Davies. Finishing in 2nd position from Selinsgrove in car 32, Dylan Yoder. And taking the checkered flag from Bedford, Pennsylvania in car number 39, Greg Fetters.
Getting in front row, the 71D of Ron Davies. The outside front row, the 3 of Tim Wilson. The second row on the inside, the 21 of Matt Lux. Outside row 2, the 18D of Danny Mitchell. Row 3 on the inside, starting 5th, the 4DS of Chad Hollenbach. Outside row 3, the D1 of Bo Feathers. 4th row on the inside, starting 7th, the 20 of Sean Clark. Outside row 4, the 0 of Ron Delano Jr. 5th row on the inside, the 57 of Jeff Miller. Outside row 5, the 17 of Nick Dixon. In the 6th row on the inside, the 78T of Tracy Gregory. The M1 of Mike Morton, and at the tail end of the field, starting in 13th, the 5-star of Derek Byler. We're looking for the green next time around. 15 laps, the distance. Drivers from at least 3 different states in this second B main. Several from Pennsylvania, 1 from Virginia, and 1 from West Virginia. Ron Davies in the 71D. Tim Wilson in the 3. Your front row bringing the field around for the start. And the second B-man is underway. Ron Davies in the 3. Tim Wilson near front row. They're battling it out as they go into turn 3. Ron Davies in the 71D of the advance for the lead. 1 lap in the books, 14 to go. Ron Davies, 71 year leader. We got a problem up in turn 4. We have 1 car coming to hold inside of turn 4. That is going to be the M1 of Mike Morton. The caution will come out. Mike Moore getting back underway, but he will join at the tail end of the field. Looking for the green this time. 1 lap in the books, 14 remain. Ron Davies in the 71D is your leader. As they bring the field around for the restart off of turn 4 and onto the front stretch. Good restart, and we're back underway. Lux in 21, looking to move up to the second spot. The 3 of Tim Wilson in the 3rd. Tim Wilson not giving up easily. He's working on the inside of Matt Lux in that battle for that second spot. Up in turn 3. Ron Davies in the 71D showing the pace. The 21 of Matt Lux in second. The 3 Tim Wilson in 3rd. Bo Feathers in the D1 moving out front for the final transfer spot. Sean Clark in 5th. Battling out 3 wide to 5-star Byler. The 0 of Delano. And the caution. We have a problem up in turn 2. I believe it's going to be the M1 of Mike Moore once again. Second caution for the M1 of Mike Mort out of Lewistown. Now it's the second caution is brought out under the UFO Race Championship rules. Bring out 2 cautions. You're done for the event. '71D Ron Davies, your leader. He's got the 21 of Matt Lux on the inside of him. Tim Wilson in 3rd. The D1 Bo Feathers now up into the 4th spot. Bo started in the 6th spot. He's now into 4th. And we're back under green. 71D Ron Davis leads the way on the back stretch. The 21 of Matt Lux in second. The 3 of Tim Wilson in third. Sean Clark moves up toward that fourth and final transfer spot. Contact made between the D1 of Bill Feathers and the 0 of Ron Delano Jr. Ron Davis in the 71D showing the pace one more time. The 21 of Lux in second. Trouble on the backstretch this year. Ron Delano Jr. losing the grip, and that will bring out the caution. Tough break for the Memorial Day weekend winner here at the Hesston Speedway this year. Ron Delano Jr. out of Toys Town. Again, double foul restarts on the UFO rules in the heat races with the exception of the final lap. Again, Ron Davies in the 71D choosing the outside groove. The 21 of Matt Lux in second, making a trip all the way from Franklin, Pennsylvania to be here with us tonight. Tim Wilson out of McClure in third. The 20 of Sean Clark from Claysburg, Pennsylvania in the fourth spot. The D1 of Bo Feathers in fifth. The 4DS Chad Hollenbach from Melrose, Pennsylvania, now in the sixth spot. One M Mike Moore getting a black flag hit, brought out 2 cautions earlier and did not go off when he was supposed to in the previous caution. So his night is over. Ron Davis in the 71D and the 21 of Matt Lux bringing the field around for the restart this time. 4 laps in the books, 11 to go. And we're back on the green. D Ron Davis leading the way on the backstretch. The 21 of Matt Lux in second. Sean Clark the 20 in the third spot. Currently in the fourth spot, the 3 of Tim Wilson. That's your fourth and final transfer spot. 71D Ron Davis trying to pace one more time. The 21 of Lux in second. Sean Clark in third in the 20. The 3 of Tim Wilson in fourth. 3 wide battle for fifth between Derek Byler and Ron. The 4DS of Hollenbach and the D1 of Bear Feathers. Ron Davis in the 71D adding his length over the second place car, the 21 of Matt Lux. Third spot, the 20 of Sean Clark. Fourth, the 3 of Tim Wilson. Fifth spot, the D1 of Bear Feathers. Sixth is the 5-star of Derek Byler. 7, the 4DS of Chad Hollenbach. Ron Davis in the 71D showing the pace one more time. We're at the halfway point. 8 laps in the books. 7 to go. Ron Davis in the 71D dominating the second B main. Trouble for the 20 of Sean Clark getting loose, losing several spots. Matt Lux in the 21 in the second spot. Wilson in the 3 and third. Battle for fourth between the D1 of Bill Feathers, the 5-star Derek Byler. That's a battle for the fourth and final transfer spot to the A main. Ron Davies in the 71, showing his domination by more than a steering away over the second place car, the 21 of Matt Lux. Third to the 3 of Tim Wilson. Fourth to the D1 of Bear Feathers. Fifth spot to the 5-star of Derek Byler. Ron Davies in the 71D showing the pace one more time. He's into 1. The 21 of Matt Lux in second. The 3 of Wilson in third. Bear Feathers in the D1 currently holding on to the fourth and final transfer spot. Derek Byler in the 5-star in the fifth spot. Bear Feathers gets high. Derek Byler taking a peek on the inside of Bear Feathers. They're coming off a 4. That's for the fourth and final transfer spot. Bear Feathers holding on one more time for that spot. Derek Byler looking to the inside as Bear Feathers in the D1 gets high. Byler taking over this fourth spot this time. 13 laps in the books. 2 to go in the second and final B main. Ron Davis in the 71 dominating the event. The 21 of Matt Lux in second. The 3 of Wilson in third. Bear Feathers in the D1. He is not giving up. He has the advantage for the fourth spot this time. Derek Byler working the inside. The white flag is out. 1 lap remaining. The final final B main for the UFO Super Late Model. Warren Davies, no problem to check a flag. He will win the second B main for the UFO Super Late Model. Battle again for the fourth spot as Matt Lux takes over the second spot. Third, Lathrive Wilson. In the fourth and final transfer spot will be the D1 of their feathers. Once again, I want to thank the UFO Race Championship Series for being here at the Hesston Speedway throughout 2011. Look forward to have these guys back again next year in 2012. And all of you, the fans, all the car owners, all the racing teams, drivers, pit crew members, all the fans, all the Trophy Night sponsors, so many businesses have contributed throughout 2011. A big thank you from all of us here at the Hesston Speedway. Look forward to having you all back again next year.